Samates. Monchake Nations game no. Mame ab.
We need to.
We need to. Okay, 2-1 scoreline and no more DVA. So, na me aduma. Ochina. Aduana betimi abe course bibi wo. Baba eso mo vim no wo sro. Kotoko form Moses ana mo yam sisi mu kakra.
At this stage, I don't think that club will be a word through heavy and will be fun to say, oh yeah, a pushover. To have qualified to this stage means that they did the right thing because we're a knockout stage. FA Cup near born a knockout party. It is a way in free no drew had the chance we are there. Again, what is the position of Aduana on the Premier League table? A year assessment. It shows that Aduana a cider Omoyade this season.
League table knows what that second.
Omoyade this season. Into the two competitions are bono. Actually, say Aduana a very competitive this season. So it promises to be a game. I was say two teams in a cautious, normal try some limited the number of errors are a war a games in them. But the lead up to the game, no, two teams in a modern mono at the same. Aduana, they've been not so good this season at war omo home ground, so they've dropped some very good points against Vision FC omo Lucy and Samates special. Kotoko at the Baba Yara Stadium, no, so it's difficult for teams to win. But Kotoko so I am very underwhelming in terms of Omwankasa standards. Am I very underwhelming? Even though club will be in me measure more. Almost so I drop points be with her and yet. But where a Premier League game, where a game that transcends beyond just a normal game of 3 points, where a game that potentially say ultimately winning and they will require all the way to the Confederation Cup. Until there is a lot at stake. And yet easy game for Kotoko. And an easy game for Aduana. Because after that poor showing, our Pandono, Coach Karim Zito, any excuse be ABM.
Aduana since one perform
but Kotoko at the Baba Yara Stadium, you have no excuse. I will be in Mubia. Even should Kotoko go into that game, win, and don't win convincingly in terms of the style of football. Where you're not facing, ordinarily, you shouldn't care so much about how you play, but how you qualify. Yes,
qualification.
But there are certain clubs that you can't just win football anyhow. Who win the game now? I say, Omeye who bibi.
Hey, now it's a new resource in Guana for.
Yes, but baby, El Drune they will need the results. Game ni a very cagey game. Oshe, Seydou Sana, Emmanuel Mafo, Alex Boache. They have names, sir. Oma Ade Chevano Akahom, Daniel Awuni, formerly of Accra Lions, Unsunimbo Nobo Yententen Wao, and as even at the offensive attacking area, whether or bot 10, and as or behind the strikers, sir. Daniel Awuni actually say or having. So the Kotoko was so and say after conceding 3 in their last competitive game, no, they should make sure say defensively they are sound and solid. Now, say Kotoko betime a winning game, a lot will be dependent on how they set up our midfield. Because so first game Kotoko ni Aduana ball game ni ended 1-1. One thing I clear and say Kotoko lost the plot in midfield. That was the game. Then they do start say I remember Jeusu boy na Kotoko me say some couple of names. But midfield no koye midfielder Aduana dominate ye. Inti ama Kotoko enya control. And so Kotoko bo game no person enya control na. A lot depends on the midfield area. The last game control no massa. The game before that it was a wonderful game. Almost 3 against was it Baseke Holy Stars. Inti abusia say game where Kotoko peso winia. They have to do more. Aduana in contention. ball na nkasa omo, they should do away with that defensive lapses and loss of concentration. That's the first thing. Defensively, Zito and Mranti and also brilliant throughout the 90 minutes. They have to be brilliant. Midfield, they have to be excellent. For the attack, you can be rest assured. Say I better more game no defender in the Ghana League and the best stopping. So I better more game no I should go interest will be not stopping. It has to do with the structure of the team. Ebo send your coach na ama pull up the strategy. So the first leg in the Kotoko Lusu midfield no 2 Aduana. And then Aduana enya sa game na no mo munya 1-1 Kumasi no.
So the league game na the first leg.
The league game na make one say. It is say nyame adoma ochina. Se Kotoko timi dominate wa midfield na abusuya. Kotoko will be winning the game.
I don't know more secure as dominance no midfield.
They will need numbers.
Who the Lions the year?
Because that game too, it was a poor game, but in the second half, Kotoko nya control our midfield no kakra compared to the first half no. So Kotoko nya control our midfield na. It will be a game that I will easily take Kotoko to win if and only if they have control of the midfield. But Aduana also poses a big threat. That is why I make us say Kotoko a chance to qualify. I was a defense na are brilliant. Nikwanse Hamza or whoever plays tomorrow, any schoolboy defensive error. This is a knockout stage and there's no second chance. It is a me and then you may and say what that no generally how to beat Aduana. It should be Karim Zito. Because nobody will take anything less of a win. And make us a win in crown. Say Kobane koye scrappier. Nobody will forgive. Nobody for me media me pay. Say yenya what we came for first. And Sunday I discuss here chiri no. But make us the normal ordinary fun. And the game no esan interesting they say. It was yeah. The basic game will be will impact on next Sunday's game.
Against Asante.
Against Asante. Se ko Zito bobo ni yie enya win. Timi stopo remember Adomako Boatin on bo right side of defense. He's a very good guy. Overlapping oya there. So Timi bobo ni yie at the side flair of football no man. Ebe induce who want to come and watch the Sunday game against us. So game with the tricky. Zito a situation that he needs to redeem himself. But the mistakes of the past games no about. HSA. I heard this season. Kotoko Timi very poor in the first half. Second half no more coming to life. I don't know some of the games I are too late. Aduana the Sana Koye about too late. Obi or share Aduana game in Via who said second half no Kotoko tempo no course against Mediama. Mediama scored 2 in the first half. Second half when they gathered everything together, no Kotoko at the hit to be by Ebenya 2-2, but it was too late. Inti Yempesi Ebenya a story of what could have been. It should be Kotoko qualifying. So I see the whatever will happen will happen.
Why never qualify now?
I say Kotoko qualify.
Why never qualify?
Kotoko never qualify.
But that's it. Pepe,
Abuja,
give we 1 doors.
Now, me penny say you be match. There's a lot of anticipation because you will not sit anywhere and say a done deal.
Yes.
Game about what Takwasana because this season. Media money on the board draw or Takwa TNA or league him. And on you know a boy FA Cup. Ya me pen no dan as a clear will be any baby echo. Now this season, Premier League teams I had here. Last season you do run of 16 say you Division 1 ni Division 2 for be na na ewo.
Okay.
Me Kaiser na go for say I Kotoko. O me Division 1 for nkwa na e bo me ma qualify. Who wa qualify ma no say me no manya de efo. Ozu wa film TV. O ba yan ka pe share bi sa. It is this season no. So say nations are qualified. Nations was southern northern sector zone.
Yeah.
So nations say Shakona Kotoko Shakwa. On betu share.
Yeah.
Still there is Brekum Chelsea. This sector also womb. It was and teams they will know yeah akasian dawson and emania competition be better Japan. But no question is say coach Abdul Karim to elusu midfield battle na obelusu game mame lineups now the bar last time. So that game shockingly because started Samotiri do as number 10. And coach be change so no person man opportunity coach no opportunity as a move. And those who can do it. So I started Lord Hilaria double.
Yeah.
I will give him as the number 6. And our ball could you set. And our ball Samotiri do.
Okay.
That game now Obejew out. You real stadium who squad down I'm saying coach onima duana midfielders no to say the Lord am ebo right back na ma Asante Kotoko no sana remember Adumako ebo right back na Edema Aduana. He is also almost always in the middle and then in attacking position, so he will add to the midfield numbers. So if they start with a midfield 3 now say remember Adumako abeka ho now William Denjina no obo 3 on that day beka ho no monya 5.
Yeah.
On that day someone clearly didn't know what the coach expected him to do. And I'm sure the coach didn't know why he played Samuel Teredu in the game. It is the reason he took him out. And the moment he free, because coming for the stabilizer.
Yeah.
As a coach with midfield solidity. So Unya Badu as the midfielder all sitting deep.
Prince.
Fantastic Prince Badu. Because Adabo still any fit.
Yeah.
So Badu sitting deep. There must be another player. Obeka Badu. Some player no obe operate as a number 8. But responsibility didn't say operate as a half 6, a full 8. No sense operate as a half 10.
Obi.
Oh, Obi.
Okay.
Obi. Say you are not the man who be Jawa or ye no cry as I cry as I'm checking on. As I'm checking on coach nice for the doctor for the ECG. No one's na come and aim you know na. Kotoko bonus number 10. Ube wana or ye obwa 6 no. No abua 8 no aye na 10 you na ka ho.
Castro is a boy do. Ube Jawa.
Eti no kwase be wo say obo Hubert as 8. Eso obo a player as number 10. Sanya sana Hubert na be operate as 10. Eso set kojo everybody say number 8 no be the ball carrier of the team.
Said nonsense one set am feature makoto.
O player na ne ho ato no aba but ne ho to no aba no. And a coach both 2 midfielders. E wo ba bia ni F5. About 2 midfielders. E wo baba era oni baseke F5.
Okay.
So coach at the thinking and the core Lions game no say about 2 midfielders no. And a kojigu ye. It is said kojo me assure say doctors no player nya fit, they will not pass him fit to be part of the possible players a bit mabobi once who team season the be Obama you.
Sure.
It is said kojo and so be pretty as the box to box. No ebe say number 8 row na. Obabua Prince Badu I was 6 or Prince Badu ade wa come hu was appearance more ne passing range here pa. So about long pass, so about short pass on Zutimbo. So apart from tackling, apart from restarting play, he also has that distribution ability. Set Kojo Ewo, send your dinner our distribution ability. No, enti unya mumienu. Na unya hube jauka wa. Then, say Diana ebo uze. Minim say, but I'm not sure it will affect it. So about every cup ni biama one team, tibia waba. Different team, no. Normally, FA Cup they be who's that is so he will play, and they will play Uze Bafada. No more Branch did a yaka. What's the name? Sedu Sana. San Kran was a penoma bomb from Kurabrim Sa Wabuazo. So they know how on my ball and into about 2 midfielders are on much on, but. Odi ko Jose ti jina ko Jose tafo boy no shi aza ngura na nya dia o mo da bi no mo preso envivio so that second ko enya ball na se ball o attack na ko di Hubert jeuna no a Hubert enim pass ball ɔno ankasa onim shot bɔ ɛna onim how a ɔbɛ control game na ɛwɔ middle hɔ.
Fantastic.
So saa game wei say as a coach etimi bɔ Poku as the lead striker.
Yes.
Albert and striking from one side of the wings. Now Peter Midwakwa and striking from the other side of the wings.
Then it's a 3 attackers.
Yeah, 4-3-3.
Okay.
4-3-3. Kwame has a pushy opposite. Nano almost friendly game on boy. O she 2 goals. O money adom on the boy.
Ahead of the Air Classico, no.
Enti o pushy he wants to be playing. Morfin Donzo. Also oya to say be a goal on but he say ope ball no ball which is good. Ultimate ball. But in this game it will not be so much about pressing. I think efficiency is very important in this game. It Albert no it me striking from the right or the left.
Yeah.
Peter ebet me abo. Na Kwame. Se coach nyansa no the Albert ebe dia ni mu dia. Albert as the number 9. Omo Peter Midwakwa. Between Saka and Inusa nyina na memfo bia nyina right o. Onfa Donzo mum e operate e that side. Donzo bet man run abe o number 10 abeboa Jahu e 10 row hono because Albert can always run to the flanks, no free flanks on Ababeje. Peter Midwakwa always open the game from the flanks, no cut in at the Aba. Aduana starts up.
Yes, sir.
One key idea about Bomoye, goalkeeper or Dago Pao, but go far to them now, but waste time. Nigeria Prince, I say, oh, waste time, brutal. Hey,
wow.
Bono. You started here now, not a Gromunje go. Now, Bako the order home and the place like I just was sorry. And of catches says, do you not first go up the Penomba to Asako? I will qualify from this particular fixture. Only go dapa or very, very experienced. Mamin can't the entire me pese Kwam Poku and answer Albert LED lines and I'm impe Donzo. Kotoko epeja bon bia Alex Boache ebe first in the air. On what? But what I will share Isaac Ozuninja Biano. Oh jump. But say jump no, ya na strikers are which will intimidate you with your jump.
Yeah.
And on your side ahead of them. Kabu now got to publish a picture of you or X. Yeah, Ibn Zaba. Actually, no J Consul, Donzo Consul. Donzo nya giddy on. But Albert, you know, by Yagiddy, no, come poke to me why Yagiddy. No. Sanya Sanomu Jai, Donzo's one lead attack now. About top boss in the bar. Agumba, I'm a tapu Gumba. Obefa born in Obefa because I'm very good in the air. In fact, a lot of people are not mentioned. They were clapping for him because you're very strong in the area, ability, the area presence, and area superiority. Kotoko would have to get somebody who would challenge him.
Sure.
As a Kotoko, you will be a one and pray. Born a year, Boba 18-yard box room horn. If Ujana say, oh, one unqua, or the one and a baby, or a pin boss, Nina, and not the number striker on your heart, Kakrabia. It is Obekaya, Atase game Biano, Moko, Samson Kobabianino.
Aye.
And Ombuzan say, eh, now you go for striker. Oh, say about Mamma. Over 100 of the penny, over 500 in if you get a striker, I would be pre-born. Where you don't know now, Ibn Zaban Tenor Consos.
Okay, picture
where an army pet.
A trainer.
There will be a Kotoko Alliance.
Wow.
Sir, moment where you will give him the because those are a gentle striker.
Uncontested in the air.
The moment Oshiri, but Oshia, defender needs Runo. So, defenders are winning player biao. Or no come you know, miansa. No radio was oh, where they're feeling. But Sonny, Abatamu ko eh. Now Abat yes what the tiri shabon as ya flikina, one more dinner woman. I've a defender near careful.
Sure.
It's not Kiveza, I was striker, be a friend Nana Frimpong. Nana Frimpong. Yes, starting game now, airborne by miansa. The Obeyno. I've a defender's name in space, eh. What am I engineer?
No ni height.
Debbie. Kokobi sa na nothing. But me kind of pa. Defenders ni o ma joy mama na nothing pon control ni. Na fe yan kwaje ball because one ne challenge wo wiem na. Omo so timi ma ene ye ga se nko ni mu no. Ono striker ni ube si from no team say striker na ama enti se wan nya sa presence ni bia na koye donzo de na Alex Boache be benya holiday no pin boss ni na e de agum because unya nti nkofo we mi no mo da so no. Sa cruise we mi no na e baako LED lines de ma Asante Kotoko nyame adoma
Abeta mo a
ana se kwampuku en se donzo LED lines no en se de na ni ade obetimi ni agumba akwa bapa ni am no pa yeso na ye kaze ezi kekeskeki when you be a sa kekeskeki spirit na why na just one akwa na be kwa ba bujapanyi ye ba wie no na boss ni nyina no Aduana for the efa e wo kire ho
ebe kosan
is he a game too close to call. It is a game that ebe din answer the winner. A game enko ya fosa so enya fosa enti because Aduana enwini obaba era ni ntina I tip Kotoko to win by a slim margin.
Okay.
In terms of percentages, a 55 for Kotoko and 45 for Aduana. That tells you it's a close game. So Aduana bet me a close 5 percentage point gap now. Then it's 50-50. You can in the draw. Now give the Eurum penalty shootout.
Pepe Suarez. John.